Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to flip this camera this way, I believe. Scoot it back just a little bit. Let's see here. All right. Hello, Angela. Welcome. Sorry, I'm getting myself situated here. Okay. Awesome. I think that should work much better. Welcome this morning. It is a Wednesday morning. Yes, happy Wednesday. My name is Elyse. Welcome. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know what state, where are you guys calling in from? Just let me know that. I'm actually gonna even change this. Sorry, it's gonna be dizzy for just a second. I want to see if that's any better. And it's not really. Angela from Ohio. That's amazing. Okay, cool. So can you guys see me okay? For some reason, my setup isn't as tall this morning, and I don't know why. Hello from Saudi Arabia. Wow, that's really amazing. Welcome. Okay, so my name is Elyse Falzone, and I am an intuitive healer and spiritual life coach. And every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for Saudi Arabia, I have no idea what time it is for you. But every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am here, I am live, and we talk about things that change our perspective. We talk about things that, have us see life differently and bring joy and love and abundance. It's 7 p.m. there. Fantastic. So yeah, we talk about how to bring joy, love, abundance, and laughter into your life every day. Everything that we do in life can be hard, or everything that we can do in life can be fun and simple. And so it's my goal to bring that fun and simple way of doing life to the forefront. So today, like I said, is Wednesday. Well, again, depending on what country people are tuning in from, or any of my replay viewers, it might be a different day, but we're talking about Wonderment Wednesday. So today I wanted to talk about the power of questions. Questions. So, well, first of all, why questions? Every Wednesday when I think about wonderment, like I said, it's Wonderment Wednesday. When I think about wonderment, I think about curiosity. I think about how things work. I think about anything that could coincide with the word wonder or wonderment. And so today I thought, why not ask questions? My husband and I went to an event last night where they were talking about building a brand that people love. And, not only were the host asking questions to the panelists, but also people in the audience had a chance to do a question and answer. And it really made me start thinking, why don't we as society ask more questions? And I actually love this, Periscope in these videos, because it actually allows an audience to ask questions. But how often in our daily life do we go on and it's the same mundane routine? And we still don't even know everything about our family. We still don't know everything about our work, or even our, what we're doing or who we're meeting on a daily basis. So again, for those of you who are just joining, I saw a couple of you invite followers. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you like this content and you think it would be valuable for somebody else, definitely invite followers. If you're not following me, you can actually swipe to follow or swipe down on an Android, and you can click follow, click my name, and you can click follow as well. So you guys can be up to date on all of the awesomeness that I bring to you. And thank you again for the hearts. They're really awesome. I love Periscope, and I love seeing the hearts. The hearts are amazing because it shows the viewer, it shows the person who's giving the scope that you're enjoying what they're saying. So whether it's my scope or somebody else's scope, when I'm on somebody else's scope, I just sit there and I'm like, and I just tap away if I love what they're saying. Because Who doesn't love hearts? Seeing a heart, it just makes me happy. It's so much fun. So thank you so much. But like I said, for those of you who just joined, because I saw a couple others jump in, I'm Elyse Falzone, intuitive healer and spiritual life coach. We talk about a lot of really cool, fun things. So we're talking about questions. Why ask questions, the power of questions, and we're going to talk about a couple of different topics and different areas that you can actually bring questions into your forefront. So, number one, let's talk about when you meet somebody brand new. Okay, so whether you're an entrepreneur, so like for me, I'm out meeting people all the time, right? I'm at networking events, I'm meeting new potential clients. So for me, I'm always in that. If you're don't run your own business, that's okay. You're still meeting people. You might see someone or meet someone at a theme park or when you go shopping, or, you know, there's lots of different ways that we meet new people. So what are the questions that you're asking when you meet somebody new? So typically the question is, you know, oh, hi, this is my name. What's your name? So that's a question, right? It's not a very fun question, but it is a question. We do get to know people. So what is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? Right? Yep, good. Where are you from? What do you do? Which typically is like, what is your career? And then after that, it kind of just like leads itself maybe to things that, you know, become common, like, oh, I went to school there, or I have a friend from this place, or oh, I've never traveled there. But let's see this week. I want to challenge you this week to ask more interesting questions. So maybe you ask somebody, what are you passionate about? Maybe you ask somebody, you know, what is your favorite color? I know that sounds so funny, but it will actually catch someone so off guard that they'll laugh a little bit. And when we can ask a question that breaks through the barrier, that mask that people hold up, you know, of like, I don't know, do I trust you yet? Do I not? You know, to break through that barrier and really gain the rapport, ask a silly question. What's your favorite animal? Yeah, that's true. Okay, so yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't really like introspective questions because it can cause that reflection of I'm not good enough. It can cause an emotion inside of somebody. But for me, I like to challenge that. You know, everybody might not like to challenge that, but I like to challenge that because I feel like that's part of the work that I do, right? As a spiritual life coach and as a healer, I like to go there so then I can kind of spark like, did you realize if this was broken through, like the possibilities? And so I understand if you're not a coach, like don't worry about that. But ask what somebody's favorite color is. Ask what somebody's passionate about. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you travel? These are really great questions that you can ask that don't have to pinpoint like, what was your past like, right? That can definitely surface some yucky stuff, or it could surface some great stuff, but we never know with that question. But you can ask about travel. You can ask, you know, maybe you're really into playing soccer or really into dancing. Like, do you ever go to a dance class? Do you ever take a hike? Do you ever, you know, go do something? Like, bring your passions into the conversation with questions. Because when you bring your passions into those questions, then again, it just opens up the conversation. I am not about being boring. I am not about being ordinary. I am here to live an extraordinary life, and I believe it's part of my purpose to help others lead an extraordinary life too. Look, if you don't know yet what your life purpose is, my last scope was all about life purpose. If you don't know yet, it's okay. But do you love to bake? Are you a baker? Start asking someone like, have you ever had a lemon meringue pie? I love baking lemon meringue pie. And then you start a different conversation than who are you, where are you from, and what do you do? Those questions can bring about a very surface level conversation. So I'm going to invite you this week, when you meet somebody new, come up with like a list of 3 questions. You could even do it now while I'm talking, as long as you're not driving. You can make a quick list of questions. What are you going to ask whenever you meet somebody new? Okay, I know it sounds silly, but it's going to bring they're going to be happy that they're not talking about the boring things, and you're going to make their day because of it. But also, you don't have to live a boring life in your conversation. You get to be the lead person in a conversation if you choose. So we talked about meeting new people. Let's talk about your family. So it amazes me how many people have never asked their parents about how they grew up. You know, do you know about your parents' childhood? Do you know where they grew up, if it was a hard childhood or if it was an easy one? Do you know the things that your parents love to do? Like, I know my mom loved to make mud pies. Oh, great. You want to come visit the U.S. to study English. That's amazing. I think you're doing great. You've typed a lot of things, and it's been great so far. So with your family, again, think about, like, what are some of the questions that you could talk about? Like, hey, Mom, hey, Dad, like, what did you want to be when you grew up? That's always a great question. I know as adults, we're like, that's a question for the kids. It's not a question for the kids. It's a question for us, too. You know, what did you want to be when you grew up? You could ask your parents that. You could ask them what they loved to do growing up. You could ask them who their best friend was. Do you know who your parents' best friends were? And if your parents didn't raise you and your grandparents did, ask your grandparents. Ask your aunt and uncle. Ask your siblings. Who is your best friend? Why did you love to hang out with them? So those are some questions that you can ask your family. And the power of what can be open because of that, man, it is so cool, you guys. If you want to change your reality, and some of you may not, but I'm always looking for, like, cool, fun, funky ways to just continue to expand what my human reality looks like. So what are some questions? You know, ask the questions. So we have, like I said, we have people you just met. We have family members. Then what about when you're at an event? So last night I was at an event, or when you're listening to something like this, right? There's a place where there's an expert or someone speaking, and you have a chance to ask questions. So that's another way to discover something new, and it's another way to dive deeper into what you're up to. So those are the 3 areas I'm thinking of right now. If there's other areas, feel free to let me know. But either way, the power of questions. Ask powerful questions. So my challenge to you this week is to go out into the world and ask people interesting, fun questions. And see how much more fun your life gets, and see how you can bring a smile to somebody else's face. That's really all I got. Like I said, I want to keep these Monday, Wednesday, Friday scopes very short, very to the point. So if you have any questions for me, you can feel free to go to my website. I've got a lot of cool things there, meditations, and if you guys like this jewelry here, it's pretty awesome. I wrap jewelry, I wrap crystals. So you can go to ElyseFalzone.com, ElyseFalzone.com. You can go there, you can check out my site, I got some cool stuff. You can click on shop and find the meditations and find the jewelry. You can also go to Facebook to find the group, Awaken Your Soul, Sisters and Misters. You can type that into Facebook and you're going to see all kinds of cool stuff. It's an intimate Facebook group where we talk about meditation, yoga, healing, crystals, all kinds of really cool, fun stuff to keep you inspired and to keep you on your toes, making life fun and magical. So thank you all for staying on and viewing. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Love and awakening. Bye, you guys. See you later. Yes. Bye-bye.